is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel for the next exciting ghost hunt. This place has it all.
No, I don't like to be here at night.
How come?
Myself. Well, yeah, the house is freaky. The basement, there could be something demonic down there. I was here with a friend, and I went into the basement, and she went out to smoke a cigarette. Mm-hmm. The door shut and locked. So I was yelling at her because she wouldn't let me out, and it wasn't her.
This is an impressive basement.
This is a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
Lately it's been more often, I'm not sure why, but pretty much every day now.
That's not me.
Hide. Hide?
It's coming.
What's coming?
That was the creak at the top of the stairs.
Yeah.
My name is Beth Coletti. I've been here at Primitive Crow Antiques and More for almost 5 years. As soon as I moved in, I started noticing paranormal activity. But I was here one night in the back room where the ceilings are really high, up on a ladder, and it sounded like somebody in the attic walking back and forth. Finished up what I could finish, and then I came down here and the lights were flashing, and so that was my beginning.
Most of the activity would be localized in, or is it just everywhere?
Not so much in there. I haven't had much in there. Right where you're standing is very active. I had a woman come in one day, and I was ringing her up, and she got very dizzy. So I had to bring a chair over to her. So she left, and an hour later, another woman standing in the same spot, she got very dizzy. Same thing happened. And it was right after we had been on a show. And I said to my friend who was working here, maybe they're just here setting me up. Maybe they're just trying to see if it's fake.
Thought you're getting set up.
As soon as I said it, it happened to me. I got so dizzy, I had to sit down. And when other people are here, this seems to be a little problem area.
Are you tinkering with stuff already?
Yeah, it says she's got selenite here, and you're supposed to put selenite on your third eye chakra to increase your telekinetic abilities. And what better way to communicate with ghosts than telekinesis, you know?
Oh my God.
It's right here, man.
Yeah, here, take it off. Put it on you.
Selenite right on the forehead, third eye. Just start projecting thoughts out into the universe and hoping for a response, right?
A picture was thrown is now replaced with witchcraft.
Well, there's
Doohickeys.
smudge spray.
You said is this one of the more haunted rooms, or is this the most haunted, or?
This is not right now. It's not. It kind of changes.
Do you have any holy water in here?
I do not. I have some in my. The basement's got some areas.
It's got just is it one of those places that just has that weird vibe, or has stuff happened, or?
Oh, these are good stories.
Yeah, we're getting see. Look, see, she was trying to get us to leave. She's like, well, you know, stuff moves, little girls. Cool. By the way, demon in the basement. See you later. Go on. It's like, wait. Hey, demon in the basement. Pause. Rewind. What?
So it was 2 weeks before Christmas, and I got a message on the answering machine here and through Facebook Messenger. A customer messaged me and said, could you please come in at 9 o'clock on Thursday? I open at 11 because I need a gift. So I said, of course, I'll be there at 9 o'clock. So I came at 9 o'clock. She wasn't here yet, so I came in, unlocked the door, and I could smell burning wires.
Burning wires.
Burning wire. You know what that's? The electrical?
Yeah, electrical, yeah.
So I went to the basement door, and I opened it, and big puff of smoke came out, and the whole basement was full of smoke. So that's not the crazy part. The crazy part is I went to my answering machine, there was never a message, and my Facebook Messenger, never a message.
So you're just kind of lured here.
Or so, it was a warning. Maybe. That's the way I'm going.
The ghost might have been like, hey, I like this place. I don't want it to burn down. Let's get the lady here to stop the electrical fire.
So you had a voicemail.
Yes.
And a Facebook message.
Yes.
Both asking you to be here at 9 o'clock.
Right,
for someone to get a gift.
She didn't think I would get the voicemail, so she sent me the Facebook message.
Do you remember the name?
No, I don't remember the name. I didn't know who she was. And
but it was just a random voicemail, random message, both the same thing. Hey, can you get here at 9? I want to get a present, blah, blah, blah.
I do it all the time, so I didn't think anything of it. And it was Christmas.
You got here and there was just smoke.
Yes, so then the whole building was shut down for my busy season.
And what was the actual cause? Did you ever find that out?
Yes, because the fire marshal had to come, and he yelled at me for opening the door because all the smoke came out. But electrical box had melted.
Interesting.
So that was the first thing.
That was the first thing. There's more, but wait.
There is more. I had a paranormal team come in. Actually, it was, can I say their name?
Yeah, okay.
Silence Paranormal from Massachusetts. They're all deaf. They came in and they were looking around.
They're all deaf and their name is Silence
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Nice gimmick.
Yeah.
I love that.
They're awesome. So they came in and they looked around and they were having a great time. And then they went to the basement and asked if they could go in the basement. And I said, of course. So they got down to the bottom step and they stepped down and it was flooded. It was like up past their ankles. So we called the fire department. They came, cleared us out. And then like 2 weeks later, and they put in a new sump pump, the whole deal. 2 weeks later, another paranormal team came, the Warrens. They went down, they wanted to see the basement too. Now the whole basement's been redone, new sump pump, new pipes out to the road.
New electrical box, everything.
Everything. They went down, they were up to their knees. They stepped in the bottom, off the bottom step, and it was up to their knees. It wasn't flooded before they came, but when they came...
It's like someone's like...
So hear me out. I think we should go to the basement real quick, see if it's flooded.
And then we can go back later, and if it is...
It'd be funny, but it would also be like, I'm going to tell you, hey, if we went down to the basement and it was flooded right here, right now, I'm leaving.
No.
I'd leave. Why do you mean no?
Because you need video still.
That is video. That's all we needed. Basement flooded. It's really creepy, and she's ready to go. Going to the basement. So they came down here, and twice.
Yes.
Once it was ankle deep, the other it was knee deep.
Higher than that. Well, yeah, mid-thigh, mid-calf.
This is a lot bigger than I thought it would be.
It's all cleared up because we had to have the mold guys come take all the insulation out and everything.
Because it was flooded.
Because it was, you can see on the wall over there how high it got.
Oh, the white line?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a line.
That white line is how deep it got back here?
Yes. It was cool. Watch your head.
What? I have to watch my head all the time. Where did you see your shadow?
I saw my shadow over one of the vents that go up here. Because I'm upstairs looking down. I saw it go by.
Oh, so you saw it through the floor?
Yeah, through the floor, the vent in the floor. So that was our last yoga night.
Put a camera down here, just let it record for hours.
Yeah, you could leave a night vision one down here, turn the lights off, leave one of the, what are the lights, the motion sensory light thing down here?
Mm-hmm. The REM pod?
Yes.
That'd be really cool.
Where the customers from yesterday, all their equipment went off.
Wait, what happened yesterday?
Yesterday, the two couple, oh, maybe I was telling.
Hey, you didn't tell me this. You told me, let me get this right. You told me about a lady that came in and had like the hour-long conversation with somebody that wasn't actually there.
Oh, yeah, well, that did happen the day before.
Yeah, that's what she told me about. Some lady.
This corroborates a claim that something strange happens here almost every day,
Yes.
so.
Yeah, so what happened yesterday?
So yesterday, I came in early, and two couples that had just spent the night at Captain Grant's
Great place.
came in, had all their equipment with them, and as soon as she walked in, they were telling me where they were, and would you mind if I took out my EMF reader? I love that.
Yeah.
If you bring your equipment in, use it. So she came in, and as soon as she came, she went to the back room. She went back there first. She hadn't been back there. All her equipment went off. And then she came back here, and it went crazy. Because we always have a spirit in one section of this room.
I like this hallway.
So on my camera, the cameras are moving out, but I had a camera
Comfy chairs.
here. And the door was closed.
Said it was
Okay.
a law office before,
And
so I
so
would imagine
everybody's watching the cameras at night. When we first got them, we were so excited to watch them. A black cloud.
back here with the individual lawyers office.
So we
But you
did
call
a-
like a black cloud like floating through this.
It just came
I like how
huge,
there's two
came
doors.
through, and then it just kind of
Same
like
room,
dissipated,
same
maybe
hallway,
out the
right
door.
next to each other. Nice chilly wind coming from up here.
Boston, you get the extra energy.
Oh, so we don't have seances up here. When ghost hunters come, people sit up here. Yeah, we did an event here, and we had a woman who didn't believe at all, and she was down that end, and it was so hot up here.
Sorry.
But we used the thermal camera It was ice cold around her, like a big bubble of ice around her.
Oh my God.
She's a believer now.
All right, so this is where we had our REM pod set up. Let me show that real quick. Excuse me, Mr. Naz. We've got the REM pod set up here on the table, and it has been going off like very consistently. We're getting the temperature beep, and then the fluctuation with it. And then actually earlier, right before the battery died, we were getting some motion light flickering going on with it. We set up the night vision camera here for a little bit, so that's actually caught some stuff. We're not gonna hang out in here, see if we can provoke some things, because there is 2 little girls, there's 2 men, potentially a lot more.
Could be some bodies locked in a shutout back too.
Okay, all right. Apparently this wedding dress has
That's temperature right there.
that's temperature already.
That's perfect timing.
As we're talking, and then it turns off. Yeah, nothing going on. I placed 2 EMF readers down, nothing's going on with those. But like I was saying, that wedding dress has apparently moved, or they think they've seen it moving. So we're gonna hang out here, go lights off. Dad's first investigation. He's ready to see some spooky, and hopefully we're gonna get it. So lights off. All right, so we are currently lights off in the tea room. As I stated earlier, we have a REM pod over here by the wedding dress that has been going off almost consistently. We left it out because we went and got food and came back, and we just want to have something up in case anything started happening. And almost immediately putting up stuff started happening. So we're going to see if we can maybe get some more going, ask some questions.
Well, I'm not skeptical, but the thing that gets me about the REM pod is on 2 occasions you walked directly in here and stared at it, and as soon as you stared at it from 10 feet away, it shut off.
It turned off almost like, because again, we were saying there is 2 girls here, yeah. 2 little girls. I'm wondering if they're playing with us. So let me go set this down over here, angled at us. We also have a spirit box, and I've also got a thermal little handheld thing here, so.
The mannequin wearing the wedding dress is clearly the creepiest thing about this room. And all the teacups hanging from the ceiling too.
Is there anybody here that would like to make their presence known? If there was someone here playing with the REM pod earlier, could you come back and say hello?
For added context too, like we were in the middle of the country in Connecticut, so it is dead silent up in here. Not to play on words too badly, but...
My name is Jake, this is Adam and Bill. We're here to document the life after life. You were setting off the red light a lot earlier. So this is where I almost want to say it's a kid.
Because they're being stubborn and obstinate.
Yeah, like when we're not in here, they're making that thing go off consistently, but as soon as we come in here,
well, they were playing.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then before we had any of the cameras rolling, of course, there'd be all the creepy stuff happening. Or as soon
I had that one camera here. It picked up a lot. It got a lot of it. See, and I have that feeling as soon as we leave the room, that's gonna start going off again.
Uh-huh.
Oh, this is creepy at night.
Camera's gone.
Oh, this is creepy right here. So she said there's like stuff everywhere. And so I think we're just gonna head down to the basement to see, or this room, if anything wants to get thrown at us. You ready to go basement?
I'm following. You lead and I follow, sir.
We're going basement.
No. Make sure we don't get locked in. This door will slam shut behind us.
Oh yeah, she said the door slammed shut. Yeah, well this is where she said she was upstairs, and through one of the floor vents she saw a shadow figure go by. And then other people have been down here and they've seen a shadow figure walking along this wall. And at this time, I have no idea what that camera has caught. So we have no idea if we've caught anything down here. We're just down here now. See if we can get anything while we're here. Is there anybody down here in the basement?
Hello?
Could you come over and say hi? Can you come say hello?
It's not me. It came from behind me.
No, that came from over here.
I heard it behind me.
That sounded like something getting dragged. Did you hear that?
I did. What was it?
Did you hear that?
What?
Did you like walking?
The water's all water and the heater's all I can hear.
I swear I just heard walking, so I turned around to see if Dad was walking up to us, but he's still right where he was. Did you hear any walking?
I didn't hear anything. I know you're down here now. I can feel you.
You feel something?
Yes.
What you got?
Just that presence.
The back tingling?
Little air got heavy around me.
Is there someone here? When you're saying heavy, what do you mean?
That as you stand here and just walk around, you're free and there's nothing limiting you because you can move freely in the air. But when I was standing there, when I spoke, the air just got awfully heavy and it was difficult to make any movements. But if I go on what I've seen on Bigfoot, because they're one of the people's PhD, when you have that air kind of change like that, it signifies the presence of something.
It signifies something's here, so.
Yeah. It's just lurking and hiding from
Look,
us.
something's lurking, yeah. Now in that case, it's live.
See. That's us talking like that is making my body freak out. And what we're talking about is how quiet it is, how still it is, and like there's no noise. And like beforehand, we were getting, you know, the REM pod going off in this room, and some other stuff. But then as soon as we started filming, it got really quiet, and it's like to the point where it's like it doesn't make sense for it to be this quiet.
Like even the house should be creaking and making more noise.
The house isn't creaking, and what we're relating that to is when I almost fell. Sorry, is when you're out in the woods and there's a predator nearby, dead silent, right? And so that's kind of what we're thinking here, because the owner did say she thinks whatever is in the basement isn't nice.
Possibly demonic.
Possibly demonic. So there's that idea that's like,
Don't step on the
let me try this out.
out.
So there's this idea that like maybe, because again, bear with us on this, maybe the evil spirit is here scaring off the other spirits, and that's why it is quiet as it is, and that's why we have the feeling of just nothing here. And then Dad saying earlier how heavy it got for him in the basement. But now we're up in the attic. This is the attic. It is extremely cold. We're gonna turn the lights off and hang out here for a little bit. I brought some of the toys with us, see if we can get something to happen, and we're just gonna hang out all up here, see if we can get something.
Scanning AM.
Is there someone up here with us? If you can hear me, what color shirt am I wearing? Where are you? What color shirt am I wearing? Where are you?
Coming off of it.
Are you in the basement? What's your name? I just heard, what's your name?
I heard that.
You heard what's your name?
Yeah.
My name's Jake. What's yours?
Just can see. Referee.
Do you think we should go in the basement and do that?
We can, yeah.
It's a lot warmer too.
It is cold in here, yeah. That was interesting. We might have been getting something, we might not have. I don't know, but it's cold. It's cold up here. We're going back down. It's about 28 degrees in this attic, so we're going back down now. But that was interesting. All right, we're going to the basement again because we like torturing ourselves. So we're back in the basement. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna hang out. It's, what time is it?
12:13.
12:13. We've got a camera off over to my right with another REM pod. We've got a REM pod right here just behind this camera. Just gonna kind of hang out, see if we can either catch something while we're here hanging out or provoke something.
According to the lady, down here is where we're supposed to have a demonic presence. Something less than wholesome.
This is where she saw the shadow figure that has scared her enough to where she does not want to be here when it gets dark.
So hopefully something just grabs Jake from behind and drags him straight back.
If that could not happen, that would be.
Oh, that would be the definitive proof that we would love to see.
Well, they can grab you.
All right, I'll volunteer.
Let's see. We brought the spirit box down here with us. We're gonna see if we can get some.
So wait, how is this supposed to work? Am I supposed to wear these and listen to the spirit box?
Do you want to do that?
Or like, am I supposed to wear these while you're asking questions to the
Okay,
spirit
so we
box?
want to do the Estes method. And the way the Estes method works is you would plug the headphones into the spirit box so that only you can hear the spirit box.
But
and
you guys will be asking the questions.
We'll be asking the questions, and so we'd be looking to see if anything you thought was significant to say out loud had anything to do with the questions we're asking.
Don't blast my eardrums out with that FM frequency.
I'm gonna have it turned all the way down, and then you just turn it up. All right, we're gonna do the Estes method. I've got the headphones on. As long as they don't talk too loud, I won't be able to hear them. You ready when you are?
Is there a demonic entity down here in the basement? Yes or no?
Why have you done such mean things? What are you angry about?
7. Bears?
It's like a Super Bowl prediction.
Bears by 7?
I heard you say Super Bowl prediction.
Yeah, the Bears and 7. It's like it's trying to get you to place bets over here. Are there any spirits lurking in the basement?
Sure.
That's not a very definitive answer, spirits. Are you the spirit of a child?
You?
What about me?
Shut up. This is hard.
Are you hearing anything?
Yeah, so it's like I'm getting like bits and pieces coming through, but it's like none of it makes sense because I don't know what you're asking, so I'm just kind of like, I don't know what it's saying really. But I'm like, it's here, yeah. Now what was really weird, I'll tell you this, I closed my eyes for some of it and I started getting extremely lightheaded. So I opened my eyes back up. That was, like one of the things came through was like, F your title. And I'm kind of like, I was like, what? What's your name? Can you give us a sign? Who are you? Something run? Are you telling us to run?
Glad you came.
Can you show yourself?
Who are? What are you doing?
We're trying to communicate with you. Can you give us a sign? Are you behind us? Could you make that noise again if you're behind us? Was that footsteps?
Could have been.
Did you hear it?
Yeah, but very faintly.
Like, off that way? Yeah. Is someone walking around upstairs?
Don't go.
Okay, so that was really interesting. It's quiet. All of a sudden we hear noises over here and walking. And then all of a sudden he starts getting more responses. And it's like, who's walking around upstairs? Don't go. What?
Don't go.
Is someone here with us right now? Is someone over there?
So yeah.
Who's in the basement with us? Did you just knock? You heard that, right?
I did.
There you go.
Nothing yet.
Did you just knock? Well, the footsteps I feel like I heard were
Sit
coming.
down.
We are sitting.
I'm going. Hide.
Hide? Are you hiding or do you want us to hide?
It's coming.
What's coming?
creak at the top of the stairs.
Yeah. What's coming?
Her love. Very inconclusive yet spooky.
Yeah. Well, the freakiest part was when we started hearing the footsteps upstairs, and then you're starting to like say stuff that kind of coincides with what we're hearing.
Hide.
Yeah, they're coming.
Part of me wants to go upstairs now and just sit in that front room and just see if we hear anything. I feel like that's like what we're getting to now. Is like just sit in here, see if you hear anything.
Sure, let's do that.
The spirit box, that was fun when because you guys, I can't hear what the hell you're saying. We're spouting off answers, whatever I can pull out of that box.
Whatever you can.
Part of me is skeptical because I mean it is just like cycling through FM radio. So, is it coincidental? Or
the weirdest part is when it starts getting coincidental to the point where you're like, is this coincidental or is something actually responding to what we're saying? Like my favorite part is when that's why I keep asking. Like one of the base questions you can never ask is just what color shirt am I wearing? And it's really freaky when you get black to come through because you're like, is something actually saying black or is it hitting a radio station that's like next up Black Sabbath? But the only thing that comes through is the black part.
And then that even goes into like how much you believe in coincidence. Like some people staunchly believe, oh yeah, it could just be purely coincidental. And other people, you know, that coincidence doesn't even exist. Yeah. Like, everything happens for a reason.
I will say I keep getting like almost.
I don't feel any like evil.
I feel like I just keep getting like lightheaded in some instances.
I don't feel like anything down here wants to like kill me, hurt me, treat me like Pyramid Head and like rip my skin off or something. Like none of that.
Oh, that's weird. All right, let's get this stuff and let's go upstairs. And it sounded to me as if they were here-ish.
Yeah.
I'm getting chills standing over here pointing. But it sounded like there was footsteps over here, and then there were several knocks coming from over here.
Yeah, behind that wall. Do you realize how much water that had to be?
To fill up this entire basement?
The entire basement up to that step.
It sounds like I said, they built this house over a...
It's a well, but I don't understand what all the draining into it is.
Yeah, what's the flowing noise?
Alright, let me get this. I'll go upstairs.
I'm getting more B-roll on this camera.
See, it couldn't come out of the hot water heater because that would have never given it enough water.
It had to come out of the well.
The only place it could have come, Jason.
So you think the well, like the groundwater, whatever it was, like just flooded up, like the water table rose?
I think it flooded quicker than it can disperse it, and that's what caused it.
That is an awful lot of water. Because that step's about 4 inches.
They would be up to like the second step. We're like halfway up from the first to the second step. Oh, I'm losing my drawers again.
Yeah, that's not pretty.
I'm sorry.
So the footsteps would have been in here, and I'm getting chills again thinking about it.
And that's right around this counter where she said that there's heavy activity.
A lot of activity.
That's not me. That is not me setting that off right now.
Is that the camera?
Nothing's moving.
That was motion.
Yeah, that was the motion light. That wasn't the temperature.
You just missed it.
Wait, what happened?
All the motion lights went off on this thing right here, and I was standing over there next to your dad. A perfect center frame recording on camera.
You got it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I set it up intentionally so it's right there. And
then,
this is a reenactment. I was standing next to your dad, and that just starts going off on its own. Holds for like 10, 15 seconds.
It was a while. It got to the point that Adam came across and said, "This is not me. I did not do that."
I walked into the camera frame like over here, and it was still going off, and I'm like, "This is not me setting this off right now."
How long is this? Oh, God, this is from downstairs. Hold on, let me see if I can get it. Get that camera. Let's get that turned on so in case it happens again, because I want to go back and watch that. So apparently, I didn't know it was a matter here. So apparently, while I was using the bathroom, this thing went crazy.
It's doing it again.
I'm over here.
What?
Could that be?
Because you understand how it works now. Because I'm not like yelling, freaking out. You have to get here.
Let's do it again.
Oh, that was yellow.
Because my hand got near it, but it stayed green.
But now you're asking for it, so it's going to stop happening.
Yeah.
It's only when.
But this is where she was saying she was getting all that activity
Around the counter. Yeah, people get lightheaded, have to ask to sit down.
Papers mysteriously move in the house.
Well, this is where we heard the footsteps.
It was.
This would make sense where the footsteps were, is over in here.
So theoretically, should we be hiding right now?
We said hide.
They're coming.
Clearly.
Oh, he jinxed it now. He asked for the more attention, so now it's like, nope, I'm done. I gave you what you're gonna get.
Yeah. Why don't you go pee again? Maybe that'll go.
Go pee again.
Maybe it doesn't like all the light in here now. We brightened it up.
Well, they were on when I went to use the bathroom, weren't they? Here, flip that switch off. Let's see if it
The
does
main
anything.
the main bar
I think it's the
lights,
middle one.
the
Bottom middle, yeah.
Yeah. It was like this when you were pissing right now.
See, that's what I was doing. I was kicking the table. I was trying to see if like maybe like hitting the table or something somehow set these off.
It's not working when I'm
Like even like.
You got it too close to the antenna.
Yeah, way too close. But look at that. Like, and nothing was
Start
there.
doing it.
They both are working.
What in the world?
What? Could it be?
All right, hold on. Let's do this. Let's play it back. Okay, I'm going to play it back again. That was interesting because it was like a.
And then it just held, yeah.
It was like that, and then it held. That's interesting. Interesting.
This is why we always come to these.
It's one of those things where it's like you see how it works. It doesn't light up until something gets near it.
It's like it hasn't been malfunctioning all night, so whenever something
you have
happens,
to get near it for that to happen, right? And nothing was near it, and that lit up. Okay, if I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I had the vibe so hard downstairs when I moved over to where I heard those footsteps that my back was freaking out so bad that I was ready to throw up.
That'd be good for camera. You just
I was
out of nowhere.
I didn't even want to continue talking because I was freaking out that bad. But I was just like, I don't know what this means, but I'm just gonna try and get my words out, and that's it.
Our night concluded with no more activity being documented. As we packed up our gear, the happenings of the night replayed in our heads. From the REM pods going off to hearing footsteps and banging, one thing is for certain. The primitive crow in Bozrah, Connecticut is truly terrifying.